It looks like Russia is trying to get to Kiev, but Ukraine is fighting back. Kiev is, of course, the capital of Ukraine, but right before Kiev is a little territory called Chernobyl. I also want to add this. It was actually predicted on this channel the exact same tactics that are happening right now. Coming in through the eastern portion, blocking a chain effect all the way to the northern portions, and using Belarus as a flanking maneuver. Check this out. From Belarus, they can go ahead and flank into Kiev, and then the Ukrainian forces will have no other option but to either give up or to get back on the other side of the Dnieper River. Now, another element that's really important that Russia is doing, they are using cyber attacks. They are attacking banks, they are attacking government officials' computers, trying to erase any information. This is a very interesting war you need to kind of look at. Historically, this is very important because soldiers on the front line of Ukraine are actually posting TikToks. The president of Ukraine is using Instagram every single hour on the hour talking about what's going on. These are the sources you need to pay attention to because Russia right now is also trying to do a disinformation campaign. What they're doing is they are sending in fake texts, fake tweets to Ukrainian soldiers saying, your troops are all falling apart, everyone's evacuating, just lay down your arms. Psychological warfare is not new, but the fact that they're using TikTok and other elements is a new sense of warfare. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how that develops. But back to Kiev. Chernobyl, if you didn't know, is a nuclear waste zone. And if you know anything about Chernobyl, you know that it almost literally wiped out all of Europe with nuclear radiation. Ukraine has been it's a containment zone, and it's very crazy to think that Russia is trying to push through Chernobyl to get to Kiev. I mean, that is the fastest route. In case you didn't know, it is a 2-hour direct route from Belarus to Kiev. It's one highway, and that is a major highway that Russia really needs to take to get straight to Kiev and try to get to the capital. Now, Ukraine is fighting back. They're taking out tanks, they're taking out helicopters, they're posting Russian soldiers that they have imprisoned. They're putting them on the internet to show that we are fighting back. This is a motivational booster for the Ukrainian people because the Ukrainian people are going to fight back the Russians. I think this was a bit of a miscalculation from the Russians to think that Ukraine would not fight back. And also very important to note, Ukraine is using NATO weapons. They're using American javelins, they're using British weapons and tactics. So it's very important to note that even though NATO is not involved in this, their weapons are involved in this. So again, this is a very fast-moving war. Anything I'm saying right now is at the time of making this video. Okay, so a new video may emerge very soon after this. Kiev might have gotten taken over after making this video, but right now it's important to note, soldiers are fighting in Chernobyl. This means that all of Europe right now could be in trouble if that radioactive zone gets taken out. That smoke cloud could literally cover all of Europe, all of Russia, and it can be a very big deal. So we need to keep our eyes on what's actually going on. But again, it looks like Russia is trying to take Kiev.